The air was buzzing. This was not just any baseball game, the Los Angeles Dodgers visiting the New York Mets. The stadium was full. Fans wore blue for the Dodgers, orange and blue for the Mets. The lights were bright. The grass was green. It was a perfect night for baseball. The Dodgers won in the end. The score was 5-4. It took 11 innings. What a game it was. This game had a feeling. It was like a playoff game in June. Both teams wanted to win very much. The Dodgers are a great team. They have many star players. The Mets are a proud team. They play with a lot of heart. Their fans are loud. Their fans are loyal. Tonight, the fans were louder than ever. Every pitch felt important. Every swing of the bat made people hold their breath. This was baseball at its finest. The city of New York was alive. The game was at Citi Field. The game started. The great Clayton Kershaw was pitching for the Dodgers. He is a legend. He has pitched for many years. He knows how to get batters out. He stood on the mound. He looked strong. He looked focused. His eyes were like steel. He threw the ball. Strike one. The Mets batters tried hard. They swung their bats, but Kershaw was too good. He threw fastballs. He threw curveballs. His pitches danced. The Mets could not hit them well. The first inning went by fast. No runs for the Mets. Then it was the Mets' turn to pitch. Their pitcher was Kodai Senga. He is from Japan. He has a special pitch. They call it the ghost forkball. It disappears. Batters swing and miss. Senga was also very good tonight. He faced the Dodgers' powerful hitters. Mookie Betts came to bat. Freddie Freeman came to bat. But Senga was not scared. He threw his pitches with confidence. He made the Dodgers hitters look unsure. The first inning ended. No runs for the Dodgers either. The score was 0-0. A classic pitcher's duel was starting. The game moved into the fourth inning. Still no score. Kershaw was still pitching well for the Dodgers. He got the first out. He got the second out. It looked like another quick inning. But then, Pete Alonso came to bat for the Mets. Pete is a big, strong hitter. They call him the polar bear. He can hit the ball very far. The Mets fans love him. They always hope for a home run when he bats. He swung at the first pitch. He missed. Strike one. Kershaw threw again. Pete Alonso did not miss this time. He swung his bat with all his might. Crack! The sound was loud. Everyone knew. The ball flew high. It flew far. It went towards left field. The Dodgers outfielder ran back. He looked up, but the ball was too high. It was gone. A home run. Pete Alonso trotted around the bases. The crowd at Citi Field went wild. They jumped up and down. They yelled with joy. It was a two-run home run. The Dodgers knew they had to score. The Mets were ahead by 2 runs. Kodai Senga was still pitching very well for New York. But the Dodgers have many good hitters. They did not panic. They came up to bat in the top of the 5th inning. They were determined. They wanted to get those runs back. 1 run at a time. That is how you play baseball. You focus on the next play. You focus on the next at-bat. The Dodgers are a team that knows how to win. They have been in many tough games. The first Dodger batter made an out. The second batter also made an out. It looked like Senga might have another easy inning, but then the Dodgers got a runner on base. A walk. A small thing, but sometimes small things lead to big things. The next batter hit a single. Now there were 2 runners on base. The game moved into the middle innings. The 6th inning, the 7th inning. These innings are often very important. Teams try to build on their lead, or they try to come back. The Mets still led by 1 run. 2-1. It was a slim lead. The Dodgers were always a threat. Their lineup was deep. Any hitter could do damage. The Mets knew they needed more runs. Their pitcher, Kodai Senga, was still on the mound. He had pitched a lot. He was getting tired, but he was battling. He wanted to keep his team ahead. In the top of the 6th inning, Senga pitched well. He got the Dodgers out. 1, 2, 3. His ghost forkball was still working. The Mets fans cheered for him. He was doing a great job. In the bottom of the 6th, the Mets tried to score more runs against Kershaw. Kershaw was also deep into the game. He was a warrior. He did not want to give up any more runs. The Mets got a runner on base. A single. Then a stolen base. A runner in scoring position. The crowd got loud again. They hoped for a big hit. But Kershaw dug deep. He made a great pitch. The game was now in the late innings. The 8th inning, then the 9th. These are the innings where heroes are made. These are the innings where games are won or lost. The Mets were leading 3-2. Their fans were excited. They were so close to a big win. Only 6 more outs to get. But the Dodgers are never an easy team to beat. They have a lot of experience in close games. They know how to stay calm under pressure. Their hitters are always dangerous. Everyone in the stadium knew this game was not over yet, not by a long shot. In the top of the 8th inning, the Mets brought in their best relief pitcher. He threw very hard. His job was to keep the Dodgers from scoring. He did his job well in the 8th. He struck out 2 batters. He looked very confident. The Dodgers hitters could not do anything against him. The Mets were now just 3 outs away from victory. Their fans started to cheer even louder. They could taste the win. They waved their orange towels in the air. It was a sea of orange. The game was tied, 3-3. 9 innings were not enough to decide a winner, so we went to extra innings. This is free baseball for the fans, but it is very stressful for the players and managers. In extra innings, a new rule starts. A runner is placed on second base at the start of each half inning. This is to help teams score. It makes extra innings even more exciting, or more nerve-wracking, depending on which team you support. The Dodgers would bat first in the 10th inning. They had a runner on second base, a chance to take the lead. The Dodgers tried their best to score that runner. They bunted him to third base. Now the go-ahead run was just 90 feet away, only 1 out. The Mets pitcher had to be very careful. He threw his best pitches. He got a strikeout, 2 outs. The next Dodger batter hit a ground ball. The Mets infielder made the play. He threw to first base. Out! The Dodgers did not score. The runner was left stranded on third base. A big chance missed for Los Angeles. The Mets fans breathed a sigh of relief. Their team had survived the top of the 10th. Now it was the Mets' turn, bottom of the 10th inning. The 11th inning began, still tied, 3-3. The Dodgers had another chance, runner on second base. The players were tired, the fans were tired, but everyone was still watching every pitch. This game was too good to miss. The Dodgers needed a big hit. They needed someone to be a hero. Their manager made some changes. He sent up a pinch hitter, someone fresh, someone who could change the game with one swing. The Mets also had a new pitcher on the mound. He was trying his best to keep the Dodgers from scoring. The Dodgers batter at the plate was Will Smith, the catcher. He had a good game so far. He was seeing the ball well. He knew this was a big moment. He took a deep breath. He focused on the pitcher. The pitcher threw a fastball. Smith swung hard. He connected. The ball rocketed into the left center field gap. It rolled all the way to the wall. The runner on second base scored easily. The Dodgers took the lead. Smith slid into second base with a double. The Dodgers players poured out of the dugout. They were so happy. Smith was the hero. The score was 4-3 Dodgers, but the Dodgers were not done. They wanted more runs, insurance runs. Smith was on second base. The next batter hit a single. Smith ran to third base. The Dodgers players rushed onto the field. They celebrated their hard-fought victory. They shook hands, they hugged each other, they were tired, but they were so happy. They had won an amazing baseball game. The final score was Los Angeles Dodgers 5, New York Mets 4 in 11 innings. It was a game that had everything. Great pitching, big home runs, clutch hits, amazing defensive plays, and so much drama, especially in the extra innings. The few Dodgers fans in the stadium cheered loudly. They were proud of their team. For the Mets and their fans, it was a tough loss. They played so hard. They had the lead several times. They fought until the very end. But sometimes in baseball, your best is not enough. That is the hard part of sports. There is always a winner, and there is always a loser. The Mets players walked off the field slowly. They were disappointed. Their fans were quiet now, but they knew they had seen a fantastic game of baseball.